devilish mind of a discriminator and who separates. So what's better in the West or East? I have no idea. Thanks God there is no better place on earth. That would really be something. If there is a better place on earth, it's more paradise than somewhere else, and where I am is whatever. Oh, God, come on. What to do? No, it's fine. Brahmins. No, I like them. They look good. Yeah, they just make it obviously that everything is cheating. The whole world is cheating you. Always promising you something which cannot be delivered by the world. Neither by the world, by Brahmins or spirit or even awareness. All that what is consciousness is cheating. Consciousness takes the form of love or Brahman or intellect or some jnanis or wisdom and promise you that you can know yourself by that. That you can reach what you are by love or by wisdom. And they all promise you something. And it's all a promising. That's what is a promise. You miss yourself by their promises. And you believe in that all the time, but they promise you that they can deliver what can never be delivered, that what you are. No one can ever give you moksha. And so. You can have a mocha together.
You are talking about Brahman, but this Brahman, which Brahman they are? They are Satyuga Brahman or Kali Yuga Brahman?
I have no idea. That you.
Brahman, Kali Yuga Brahman are the incarnation of Rakshasa. This is written in
Yeah,
Quran.
I have no idea.
You're talking about Brahman, so.
She talked about Brahmins. I mean not. I
You
talked about.
explaining-
Huh?
You explained about Brahman, Sikh Brahman. That
No,
Brahman
no.
are Rakshas.
I said whatever you can experience is cheating.
That is the Kali Yuga Brahman.
Please what?
Kali Yuga Brahman.
I don't understand you so well.
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yoga. Yeah, I'm Kali. I'm Kali. I'm in the Kali Yoga. Yoga. You go, I go, we go. We are all go-go. Go-go mobile.
For cheating, very down-to-earth question. All the gurus create their scandals around them. Where are your scandals?
I have to work on that. I always try hard, but everyone expects the worst from me anyway. So there's no scandal possible. I can deliver, but whatever I do is already expected.
If you try the Tamil language, scandal is possible.
If I try, yeah. Actually, it's true that Bala Bala is like the wisdom of wisdom. I don't know. Madhubala, Madhubala, Bala Bala. No, I say I'm Arunachala Bala Bala. Totally Bala Bala. Oi, oi, oi. No, just to come back, I tell you once, just to come to the point, be happy that no teacher, no Brahman, no guru, and no master can ever deliver that what is promised. And that what was Ramana or Jesus or Ramakrishna, they all said that. Even Buddha said it. No one can ever cultivate what you are. Not me, not any guru can give you that what is your nature, your Buddha nature. Be happy. So am I maybe that pointing to that fact again, that all that is dream and cannot deliver that what is not dream. So, just see it. Be that absolute seer which can never be seen in the scenery of life. And there, thanks God, no Brahma, no whatever can deliver that what is promised. And there is no promised land for you. And you can never rest in anything. So rest in that what you are, and that is a fulfillment for all your longing. And nothing else can be given to become that. My goodness. So it's all fine. Nothing has to be changed. They're all wonderful. and wonderful rituals, and be happy that they cannot deliver anything. That the peace you are cannot be depending on any circumstance. And it is never depending on any circumstance of any ritual or puja or anything. So they're all wonderful as the entertainment of what you are. And part of the meditation of existence, meditating about what it is. But there will never be any finding in it. As what you are cannot be found in any scenery. As you never went out of what you are anyway. So be it. It's not so bad. I always talk about be happy that you cannot find yourself. Be happy that it cannot be given. Be happy that it cannot be taught. Be happy is not depending on any understanding what you are.
There must be some source for to be happy.
Some what?
Some source.
No. That happiness has no source.
Thank you. I've got to go. I got to call.
I know. We heard it all. Be happy and say hello. No, we are talking about happiness which is not depending on one who is happy or unhappy. That's the beauty of happiness, of your nature. It is not depending on anyone who is happy or unhappy. So it's never whatever can be disturbed or delivered or whatever by any relative circumstance at all. And that happy one or unhappy one, what you think you are, is a mirage anyway. So the sourceless source, which is what you are, the groundless ground, whatever you call it, who needs what does it need to be that? My goodness. Krista. No, we can talk about what would it be worse to be. What would be the quality which we are longing for? Could that quality, which is what you are, which should be or has to be independent of whatever is and is not, if that could be found in any relative circumstance, that would really be hell. Because it would mean that your nature could be found, it would be a relative object of time. Be happy that it is not something what can be found in any circumstance at all. Not by any understanding or by whatever deep digging into your so-called nature it can be found. Be happy that you're not part of anything. That you never departed. And you cannot land somewhere. Because otherwise you become a plane and a pilot. Or a pilot. What to do? What to do?
You can't even come close to knowing that in this reality.
For that there is no closer. Otherwise it's a closet. Imagine you could get close to that. It still would mean there are two. Yeah. You can only get close to another object of whatever is a tactic of time. Tick-tack, tick-tack. Closer. Closer to truth. What kind of truth could it be who could be owned by you? Bullshit truth only. Rubbish truth can be owned by someone. What would it be worse is truth who could be known by someone?
So in this absolute, is there any sensation? There's no sensation.
No sensation is one sensation too many. What?
So how do you recognize it?
There is no recognition. You have to recognize that there will never be any recognition of that what is what you are. Because whatever you can recognize is part of what? Huh? Where? Yeah, that's one too many again. Yeah, come, go on.
So if there's love and bliss, how do you recognize? You don't know it.
Who needs to know that? You want to own it, that's your problem. You want my bliss, my happiness, my whatever, my nectar I can suck on, or what? And then I can control it because it's always available and I'm always ready to get something. Yeah? How greedy can you be? As I told you the first day, greed. Hello. Greeting my the greed. There's all the greed for yourself. And then you complain that you suffer by that greed.
So some gurus say I'm love, okay, and you sit around them and you feel this great loving.
Yeah, go.
So how is that?
I have no heart.
No,
And I have nothing to share here.
no, but if there's nothing to feel,
I have nothing to share here.
if there's nothing to feel, how come it arises this
What?
feel it? People feel it. when
Yeah,
they're-
go and feel.
I'm not saying it because of that, Carl. I'm just curious.
What curious? You're not... Yeah, enjoy it as long as it lasts. It's fun. And who has the heart to share?
Well, in the absolute, there's love,
Who tells you that?
isn't there?
Isn't it? So it's already doubtful. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares?
Well, it seems like
Who said love is a four-letter word?
it seems like the gurus who have, you know, are resting, they all come with a certain quality that comes through them, and they're all different.
So they're all atomic reactors. Radiating love, radiating wisdom, or what?
Something.
What?
But they all have a little sort of, some kind of a, you know, one has love, one has tenderness, one has clarity.
Yeah, and all that you can discriminate, and it cannot be it. Just listen to what you say. Some guru have something.
Well,
What do they
some
have?
quality
What
comes
quality?
through them.
This cannot be quality. This can only be quantity of something what is your imagination, of feelings, of thinking, of whatever. Of your imaginary whatever, sucking something, Shakti. The presence of what? It needs you who describes it and makes it something. Someone has something what I don't have. What is this discriminating mind doing then and trying to suck something what he doesn't have? And then experiencing some love streaming out of someone and the presence of peace. Oh my goodness. What kind of presence of peace can it be? A bullshit one again. Because peace has no presence. Because for the presence it needs two. It's one who is peace and some other one who is experiencing it.
So all they're doing is affecting some kind of a quality in the relative.
Quantity.
In the relative.
Quantity.
Quantity.
It's all quantity. Ignorance. The quantity of ignorance.
So Eckhart sits there and 3,000 people feel peace.
Yeah, it's like you go, I tell you, go to a football stadium, 100,000 are going in that oneness of yes, hello, goal. They feel one. Really, I tell you, 100,000 feel one. Who is 3,000? It's nothing. Just a ball gets into some square somewhere. Oh! And even sometimes millions of people in front of a television. Wow! Oneness. What is this? Whatever guru with 3,000 people? Oh, there is one in oneness. Yeah. Not even yeah. Yeah. So what is the biggest master?
It's not about that. It's about okay, so from this relative world, you know, we figure that there's something to perceive out of that absolute.
Oh, you are greedy again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get something. What's in for me? Yeah, or not. You're still hoping that something is there which is whatever fulfilling you. You think in one guru there's a petrol station who can fill you up. What?
Okay, so now you're the absolute. Why is it so good?
There is no one here who is the absolute. Come on. Another idea only.
You said you're the absolute.
I am
God.
that.
The other day,
What?
you said absolute consciousness.
I'm
Absolute,
no. I say. I no no. Yeah yeah.
I think you need a bigger hammer.
So she took your place this year. It's always changing the figure. No, whatever can be said cannot be it, anyway. I am with and without that saying or not saying I am the absolute or I am not that what I am. And there is no one who cares if this is absolute or not. Yeah, always. No, again, I can. These are only pointers. When I say you are here for the absolute advantage, what would it mean? The absolute quality of being what you are, which is the absolute advantage that you don't need one to be what you are. Did you listen to that? No. You always make me. You always remember only that what can fit into your so-called belief system. Yeah. That's how it is. I know it. As if I do it the first time here. So it's more like I can point to the fact that your nature is not something what needs something to be what it is. And that alone is to be that what is happiness itself, which never needs to be happy or unhappy or whatever to experience itself to be what is that. Absolute independent of any kind of so-called experiences. And that can never be disturbed by any circumstance, or it cannot be disturbed, it cannot even be created by that. And the rest is as it is wonderful. Peace or no peace, radiation of love or not, wonderful. Sounds all good or bad, but who needs it? Enjoy it. But it cannot deliver anything. It's like a hot chocolate.
Why do they call it Satchitananda?
You see, that's a mistake. You make it three, Satchitananda. But it's three different names for what you are, that's all. You are Sat, fini.
There's no Ananda.
No, and then you are shit, fini. And then you are Ananda, fini, but there is no Satchitananda. If it becomes Satchitananda, it's Satchitananda. Because then you make yourself again depending of being, it has to know itself to be itself. Satchitananda, that it has to become aware about itself, to be itself. That means Satchitananda, and then it becomes shit again, ignorance. It is Sat, fini, nothing but Sat. It's always satisfied, without any satisfaction.
Well, from the perspective of the peons in the game, it seems
Is what?
Ananda sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but Ananda cannot be reached.
Well, it can be felt sometimes.
It cannot... oh... What kind of bullshit Ananda would it be what you could feel? It would be a relative one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who needs this bloody relative Ananda?
Well, if that's all we can have, then we'll have that.
Yeah, go for it. What do you do here? Huh? Go and have a nice whatever, underwear shopping trip or something.
She enjoying here joking.
Yeah, I know.
That's because she's here.
I think she is at least a
She
bit
doesn't
fat.
need Satchitananda. Anand also need, but joying with your joking. So that's what she's here.
Yeah, something cannot get enough from it, that's for sure. She's shopping here. She shops here until she drops.
Because you have many bags to sell.
To what?
Many packets to sell. You have.
Yeah, I sell everything and you cannot get satisfied by that. That's a promise you can never keep. I shut up now. Shut. No one knows how it works, huh? Why one is sitting here or not. why feels one attracted or not, why is one agreeing or not agreeing, and some say it's all bullshit, I go now. It's all wonderful. Unpredictable. Hate it. Prali, my last hope.
No. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing anymore.
For 6 years he was my hope, always. Now he's leaving me. I'm so sorry. He had always good question, but now he's retired.
In holidays.
In holiday. On holiday. Prali on holiday. Not on ice, on holiday. Pralinchen. Yeah. Yes.
Carl, is seeing a thought as illusion still one to win?
In what? Seeing?
Seeing thought as illusion.
Yeah. There is only one thinker, which already is a thought, seeing thoughts as illusion. So it needs one illusion to see something else as an illusion.
I've always wondered, how can a thought think?
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. The thinker, the thinking, what can be thought, coming all from one origin. The thinker already is a thought in the imagination, and out of an imagination nothing can come. So the thinker is an imagination, the thinking is an imagination, and that what can be thought is an imagination coming from that, whatever it is. The origin of the thinker, the thinking, what can be thought, is that. And you may say that is what you are. The origin of whatever is. But the origin cannot think before it thinks what it thinks. So it's an unpredictable, whatever, random, arising from whatever you say.
So we need to attribute thoughts to the thinker. It's just that we need to attribute them. You know, if they come from the thinker, we need to attribute them.
You can even make it a different one. It's like the creator, the father, there's the creator God. The creating and what can be created. The creating as spirit and that what is a creature. It's all like you imagine that the father is the source of that. So you make a source, what comes out of the source, a spirit, and then whatever is that world, which is like the result of the creator creating what can be created. But actually all comes from that, which is that. Waking up as that. Manifestating itself as creator, creating what can be created. But already the creator is part of the creation.
The creator did not create.
No, the creator never created anything.
The creator was created.
Already the thinker or the creator is part of that, what is that. So all comes from there, peng. So nothing comes from anywhere. There is no coming and no going, so that's the meaning of nothing ever happens. There is no incarnation of anything from somewhere. So as there is no one ever born and nothing is ever born, nothing can ever die. That's the meaning of it. So the only illusion is that there is something else as life. And if you call this world illusion, you make it still separated to whatever is that. So you are that. That's why it's said, you are that. Or I am that. Fini. Without defining what it is or what it is not. So that is called the pure mind, where is a total absence of any idea of what you are or what you are not. So it's the absolute absence of any presence, of any idea of what you are or what you are not. That you may call your nature, but that you cannot reach by any idea or by any understanding. This is the pre-sense of whatever can be sensed. So the origin of whatever is and is not is what you are, but that origin you cannot reach by any sensational experience at all. So be happy, as it cannot be reached and not be known by anyone, not even by yourself. That is that happiness or ananda we are talking about. Ananda, which is prior and beyond all imaginary experiences, which can never be touched or not touched by anything, which is not something what can be touched. Moksha, which is the closest to it. Freedom itself, which doesn't know freedom, which is freedom. Knowledge, which doesn't know knowledge, which is knowledge. Or Sat, what is Sat, but doesn't know any Sat. But any moment you know Sat as I, You are hungry for that what is Sat. So any moment there's an owner of Sat, of my Sat, my whatever, there's hunger. You are hungry for what is that, what is satisfaction itself, which is Sat. So only to be what you cannot not be is satisfaction at all. And the rest can never satisfy you, thanks God, and be happy about it. That none of this so-called relative sensational, fleeting shadows of whatever you can imagine can satisfy that what you are. So be that, what can never be satisfied, which is Sat itself. And that can never be given or taken away by anyone. So there is no master for it. And any imaginary master you imagine who needs, or whatever, think you can pamper you for your so-called bloody little me, out of self-pity, looking for a big pamperer who pities you and gives you grace or whatever, is in slavery. That's all. Whatever presence of peace or happiness he can radiate, it's all what? A trap again. Promising something what cannot be delivered by it. So be happy that all that is fine, but not fine enough for what you are. As refined it may be, even this blah 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 here, as refined it may sound, cannot deliver anything. So it's absolutely irrelevant for anyone who sits here. And be happy about it. Robert, Billabong. Nothing to say. Ah, but you came back. Could not be so good. Just to see if it holds. Yeah, all right. Oh, we still have some minutes. We can sing maybe. Something else maybe? Not for now. Now later. I didn't say that. I just said look for a teacher who is not promising you anything maybe. And not trying to teach you anything. Just whatever. It's like who needs the Upanishads? But in the Upanishads it's clearly said, as long as there's a master and teacher who promise you something, this master or teacher has something to learn. So look for a teacher which is like a... Why is Ramana a Satguru? What is the meaning of a Satguru? A Satguru is pointing to the beyond. That you have to go beyond him. To be prior about him. Not that he can teach you something or give something. He always tells you, I have nothing to give to you. Go beyond me. I am empty, an empty shell in front of you. Be that what is prior and beyond this one and that what you think you are. And that is the only fulfillment for you. But no one can give it to you. So there are pointers to that.
Can you be?
Can you?
Can you be?
Can you not be?
No.
You see? That is your nature. That what you are, you cannot not be.
Rest in that or not rest in that?
Rest in that what you cannot not be. And that never needs to rest in anything.
Is that one too many? Rest in
No. Rest in that what you cannot not be. Be that what you cannot not be.
That's still one too many?
There's always no. When you are that what is without and with one. You are one when you are one and you are none when you are none. That is maybe your nature. You are neither nothing or everything. You are that what is nothing and you are that what is everything. And you are one when you are one and you are none when you are none. But you are with and without, none or one that, what is with, and without one or none, what is one, what is not. Yeah, if he asked for that, what can I do?
Even Hamlet already said that.
What?
Just changed one word.
What?
To be, not to be.
No. He said correctly, to be or not to be is not the question. Huh? No, it's not the question, he said. Shakespeare. Everyone is repeating it wrongly. To be or not to be, that's the question. No, he said it's not the question. Come on. I have now a beer, I'm a Shakespeare now. Shaking the beer. This one to many is always a nice saying, but who says there's one to many? Do I have to say, when there's awareness, you are that what is awareness. When there's I amness, you are that what is I amness. And when there's this, you are that. You cannot not be what you are, and that is what you are. And whatever you experience, you are not different from that. So you experience yourself as awareness, as a father, and then you experience yourself as spirit, as oneness, and then you experience yourself as separated from something else. But by the separation experience, you are not separated. By the oneness experience, you are not one. And by the awareness experience, you are not awareness. You are that what is experiencing itself as awareness, oneness, and separation. But you are not separated by separation, you are not one by oneness, and you are not aware by awareness. You are that what is origin of awareness, I amness, and the world. So you are that and that. And that you cannot not be, that's all. So be what you cannot not be is when there is awareness, be that what is awareness. When there is oneness, be that what is oneness. And when there is a world, be that what is a world. So be that what is. As you are that. So all other understanding that there's one to many or one blah 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 doesn't lead to anything. Thanks God. It's all like an intellectual exercise of like an Olympic game, who is the most clever or the most wise guy on earth. But this is like an Olympic game of consciousness. Who is the sickest and who is the healthiest? It's fun, entertainment. It's like you go to the waiting room of a doctor and everyone is the most sickest. Who has less kidneys? Who feels baddest? Yeah, go to it, listen to this around you. I am first because I'm the sickest. And you still have a liver? Oh. You can still walk? Oh. They had to carry me. Or you could still be carried? They had to fly me here. And then an enlightenment. Who dig deepest? Who had the deepest realization? That one. No, me. You have to go deeper. Boah. Always like an Olympic race, huh? But to be in it is all, huh? To be part of it? No, no part of it. That better not be part of it, of the race. You have to talk louder because no one was getting it. Including me.
Do you feel your sleeping state as the same active phase?
Yeah, just be, I would say, in whatever is, and as an experience, it doesn't make any difference for what I am. So there is no, what I am cannot be changed by one of that. That's all.
Who does it?
Huh?
Who does it? I mean, who feels it, experience the same. Who feels it?
Yeah, when I am the experiencer, I am that experiencer experiencing what can be experienced.
Who feels it?
That what I am. The absolute experiencer who feels whatever can be felt. I don't deny that. There is an absolute Karl here who feels Karl.
You try to describe it.
No, I just tell you, when Karl is experienced, the experiencer Karl is experiencing whatever can experience as Karl. Absolute Karl. I am radical Karl. And when there is Karl is gone, I am that what is without Karl. And when that what is gone, what is without Karl, I am that what is without Karl. So it always, when Karl drops, I am without Karl. When that what is space drops, the space drops, I am that what is without space. And when then what is the awareness drops, I am that what is without awareness. And that what is without awareness, and the first is awareness happens, and then I amness, and then Karl again. But when Karl is there, I am absolute Karl. I am absolute radical Karl. Sometimes Karlchen, but Karl is. But then Karl drops. And then there is space-like spirit. But then even that drops. And then there is awareness, and even that drops. But still, I didn't reach what I am. It's like the substratum I am is with and without any experience what it is. That's all. Like the absolute abstract, which never needs to be experiencing itself to be what it is. And it starts always with the experience of purest notion of I as awareness. And then the second is this notion of spirit, of space-like spirit, emptiness. And then comes all the world, all information happening in that. So always the origin of the awareness, then I amness, and then whatever is the world. So I am with and without that experience, that. But without that presence, there is no presence of light, there is no presence of space, and there is no presence of the world. So I am that what is pre-sense, in no sense. And that what is in no sense, in that the first sense of awareness, then the second sense of space like spirit, and the third sense of that information, vibration world happens. Like dream coming out of that. But that is never part of it. It never went out. It's still that pre-sense. That is like the divine accident is only there when that what is your nature, by waking up, there is one who woke up. Then it becomes is a mistake. You take something for what you are, what you're not. You're always that what is prior and beyond that first. So this divine accident, which is Buddha referring to, that by waking up, one wakes up. You have to point to that there is that's already the starting point. And to meditate on that is like, who am I? To be that what is prior and beyond that I. So this direction, world, who, am, space, I, awareness, prior to that is that was the I. The origin of the I, which is prior and beyond the first I of awareness. So first to see the world as who, then am, I, and then there is that substratum you are, which you cannot not be. That what is without any whatever you can attribute, you can put to it. And then the first awareness, I again, I am, and then the rest. And that whatever is the presence of that what is your nature, has nothing to gain in front of it. Because you never went out by anything. So without that presence there is no forgetting, and without the presence there is no remembering of any kind, of that first one. So this is always uncaused. So that's who am I. But it may work or not. But it's always a famous or infamous who am I. And then is that what you are, which has no attribute and cannot be experienced. Is the absolute silence. And out of that silence comes the first presence of silence, then the second I amness of silence, and then the third the world of silence. But silence is all there is. As out of silence, only silence is rising. So that's an experience of silence, which is what you are. You experience silence in awareness, you experience silence in I amness, and you experience silence in the world. Because there's no world, and as only silence is. That's the quality of existence. The silence of no second. And that silence can never be disturbed by anyone, as there is no second existence. So that existence you are cannot be disturbed by itself. That is called peace. Peace, 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 peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Nothing but shanti. And you are that what is shanti. And that shanti you cannot gain as you already are that what is shanti. So, shanti. Be happy. Huh? Mahlzeit. Bon appetit or what? And that cannot be radiated or anything, because without shanti, without grace, there is no moment. So shanti is and will be that what is. Was and will be that what is shanti. Silence itself. And no one can ever have it. That's the beauty of silence. It can never be owned by anyone or known by anyone. You are it anyway, but you cannot own it. That's all. And any moment you want to own it, you are disturbed. A disturbed owner, and a lonely one. An owner of a lonely heart. And then you suffer by that. Out of the pure misunderstanding that you can own something. So I'm asking you to be the absolute owner by being silence. That is to be the absolute owner, but there is no second one. So there is one. One on. Who cares? Okay? Oh yeah, point. Sharp 12. Sharp. Shopping. Okay, bon appetit and have a whatever you cannot have.
Somebody wants to order a CD. DVD.
I don't know. Maybe. Ja, ja, ja. Und ist sie gut abgekommen, da eure Lehrerin? Von dannen. Und? Satjama geht's gut? In Goa? So weit, so gut. Und Chandro auch. Jetzt ist er wieder glücklich, oder? Ja, das dachte ich mir. Wo kann der das überhaupt aushalten? Nur an seinem Teich, da geht's. Ja? Da hat er seine 3 Freundinnen und fertig. Ja, sein Weiher. Oh Weiher, oh Weiher. Wenn der Papa hat nicht seinen Weiher.
Anno, hast du noch ein bisschen Wasser in deinem Rucksack? Ich wollte eigentlich mit dem schönen Kuchen jetzt, aber mein Rucksack ist immer noch nicht angekommen.
Ja, dann musst du hier bleiben. Dann musst du hier bleiben.
Kann er den Rest haben? Ja.
Was?
Flasche müssen wir nur wieder haben.
Naja, und dir geht's gut hier. Ist nicht so schlecht, ne? Boah. Ja, ist super da oben, ne?
Ja, windig. Und die Affen wollten die ganze Zeit